Welcome to Kismet's stream and thank you for dropping by once again. Tonight it's time to get back to PC gaming with the Kismet Overburdened with Love PC. Thanks to all of you we can take this stream to another level. Let me open up the vault door and let's go inside. Kismet is waiting for us.
Well, hello everybody! It's that time again. It is time to stream. Sorry I did not stream yesterday. I am the leader of my team, as you know. And sometimes, as the leader, you need to take a little extra time and focus on your team, especially after the beginning of the new year. Usually I have to focus on my team, make sure everybody's doing whatever they're doing, and everybody's working together to enjoy playing all the various games that we are playing. So right now we're playing, of course, Star Wars The Old Republic. Incredibly great game. They've actually changed the game now back to the kind of style of drops they did before, like the rating and all of that stuff, as well as we're playing some ARK, which we're going to be doing for just a little bit here. I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I did yesterday, kind of off stream, and it's kind of great not to be on stream sometimes because then you can focus on what the heck I'm doing. That's what I was focusing on, trying to figure out how to use various tools and how you really get started in ARK. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that today. I'm going to just get rid of everything on me, and I'm going to start from scratch and then get a kind of an idea of one of the best ways to get a start in ARK. Because that's what I want to know. I want to know what's the greatest way to get a start going. I love that kind of first bit experience. Thank you, Rigbo, for the host. Now we're going to be talking about some news, of course, since it's Saturday. This is our news day, so we'll talk about that in just a moment. But I got to throw some shout-outs to all you guys who are hanging out in this stream. Of course, I saw Bleach Jump come in. I also saw Crazy My Awesome Mod. Irmar, I saw him as well. Here comes the one, the only, the bad, Kismet. What's up, buddy? What's up? Deathcat saying, hey, Kismet, what's up? Deathcat, thanks for hanging out in the stream. We got a bunch of auto hosts dropping down in as well. We got Mr. McGreefy, Deathcat, Shadow Harley Can, of course, Captain Rex, and Salsa, and Rigbo with the awesome hosts. Thank you so much for those hosts as well. So we're going to get going here now. What's our agenda for tonight? Well, what we're going to do first is just a little bit of ARK, then some 7 Days to Die, see how it's going over there. Maybe build some lodging for my vault dwellers. Over there, we're building a giant vault over there. We're building out the entire mountain. Super, super fun. And then from there, of course, some Fallout 4, because tonight is Fallout 4 night. And we'll be doing that later. Of course, tomorrow is Fallout. The whole entire night is Fallout 4. So Sunday night, we'll be doing that. So let's get to the news. Let's get to the news of what's going on. All right, so first thing I want to do is go ahead and dish out any sub rewards that we can. I like to get to that here on Saturday. So we're going to see if TR Jeffers is hanging out. Let's go ahead and take a look at the viewer list. Not hanging out yet. I see a lot of awesome peeps in there. I'm not going to call you out if you're just lurking. I'm not going to call you guys out. I'm very lurker friendly over here. As well as we've got that Commander Adama that we're watching for. So everybody watch out for those two people because we want to dish out some love to them. Dish out those Kiz caps. So that's what we're going to start with today. Of course, those sub rewards. Now, of course, the Mega PC, I consider that is burn-in time. I've tested it very thoroughly to make sure that it's working. The Mega PC is working, and it's awesome, and it's amazing. I've been playing in Ultra mode. I've been playing every game at max settings, and man, is it a huge difference from my previous PC. It is a massive leap forward, and both in technology, it's 5 years further along technology-wise, but also that 1080 really does make a massive difference. Massive difference. Now, during this time, what we've done over the last couple weeks, we've added our own ARK server, thanks to Jay. At least I call him Jay, as Jai, I guess is his name, but I just call him Jay for short. Too bad. There we go. I give out nicknames like that. I nicknamed the Bearded Guys Gaming, by the way, if you guys missed that. Joe over there, I nicknamed him Princess Ukulele. So go over there to Bearded Guys Gaming, and it says, Kismet says, what's up, Princess Ukulele? I got him on that. He was playing a little kid's ukulele. It was a princess ukulele. And I'm, hey, what's up, Princess Ukulele? Got him. It was awesome. It was awesome. Those guys are great over there. Those guys are great. So I love to go and just hang out on other people's streams. Usually I'm more of a lurker. I'm usually listening in while I'm doing stuff for the stream here. Now, we also added our own 7 Days to Die server. Of course, big thanks to Fast Out, who did host it in the past. But we went out and we got our own server. It is awesome. We're going to be, of course, jumping in there, seeing what's going on with that tonight. And, of course, Fallout 4, can't wait. I've been going through massive Fallout 4 withdrawals. I did not get to stream it last weekend, but this weekend we're going to get it going on because I was sick. But I am feeling so much better. I'm actually incredibly exhausted. I got up early today, and for Valentine's Day, what I'm doing is I'm trying to clean out my wife's car. Now, you might think that only takes like, an hour or 2 hours. Well, in the case of my wife's car, we've had it since my kids were born. We brought them home from the hospital in the car. That's how long we've had that car, about 10 years, a Jeep Liberty. So I went in there and I've tried to clean the seats and all that stuff because the kids have dropped, soda in there and food. And, when they're baby, they're just dropping stuff everywhere. If you want to keep your car clean, don't let your kids in it. That's the easy way, but got to get them around somehow. So what I did was I said, you know what, I'm going to figure a way to do this. Now, when I was sick, I couldn't really do anything. Not even edit videos or upload videos. So what I did was I was watching videos on how to, clean the outside of your car. Well, I found this video. This guy is really amazing. He is like a professional detailer. He like does Ferraris, right? So I'm thinking, if he could do Ferraris, I guess you could use my little wimpy car, right? So I went in and I got, kind of wrote down some notes of what it is he was using and what he was doing and all that stuff. And I tried it out in the car and oh my gosh, it took 10 years of dirt out of the car. 10 years of dirt and stains, but it comes at a cost of a lot of time because I've been working just on the seats and it took me 6 hours today. 6 hours. So I did one thing of the seats, and I did the back of the seats, and then I did the, the front and the other back and the sides and the top, and then where everybody sits. And then I did that the other day too. So that was like, some of it was like round 2 I was doing today. So I did that for about 6 hours and was absolutely exhausted. I crashed out after that and woke up not too long ago, about an hour ago, and now I'm ready to stream. I'm well rested in that case because I just, now at this point, the way I get sleep is I just go till exhaustion and then I fall asleep and then I wake up and then I just keep going because that's my choice in life now. So what's coming up this week is something else I want to talk about. We are going to adjust the schedule so that I can focus more on my team. So probably Mondays and Fridays will be a non-stream day. And we'll be doing Tuesdays, Wednesday, almost said it wrong. Wednesday, Thursday, and then Saturday, Sunday, probably for February as I kind of get things. Of course, there's going to be more bonus streams separate from that, probably on Saturday, Sundays, and more kind of middle of the day, so that I can also work more on doing videos and all that other stuff. As well as other creative projects I have in the works for you guys. I'm going to be putting up on my YouTube channel and, of course, adding here to the stream as well. Now, I've tried to shoot for creative streams last week, but it was delayed, and I also have some meetings coming up and then also some stuff, real-life stuff coming up. So I will not be able to do creative streams this weekend that's coming up on the 4th, but I'm going to move it to the 11th. So be watching for that. Saturday, February 11th, I will be doing creative streams. That means talking a bit about resolution, talking about how to use Photoshop, how to do overlays, how I do all this pop-up graphics and cool stuff like that. Now, it's 25 years of experience that's going to be in your pocket when you need those skills and those sets of tools to help you out. Now, also, I am working on that IRL channel when I have the spare minute in between all the other stuff millions of other stuff I'm doing as well. So you will actually see me cleaning my wife's car on that IRL channel eventually. Who knows how long that's going to be from now, but I am recording it, what I was doing and how I was cleaning it and all the new techniques that I learned because I have tried to wash that car many times, tried to get stuff out of the seat. Just nothing worked, and then I found something that did. So it's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. It's like a transformation. It's like my wife came over there and she went, and that's when you know you got your husband point, right? You only get one, by the way. If you clean the car for an hour, you clean it for 20 hours, you still only get one husband point. That's the way marriage works. Sorry, guys. Sorry, that's the way it works. Because it's just clean car. That's it. This one thing, even though it takes you 50 hours to do it. So, yeah, now I'll still be working away at it. I'm actually going to unbolt the seats from the car and actually clean it there because all of my kids have dropped like glitter and all sorts of stuff down in the seats since they were little kid. I mean, it is a train wreck in there. It's a train wreck. But now my wife doesn't have to feel embarrassed when she's driving around in her car. So lots of cool stuff coming up. So that's it for the news. Let's get to some gaming. Now, wouldn't it be cool, boom, if I was already in the game? Ha ha ha! Like that. Boom, I'm in the game, ready to rock and roll. Sister Wolf's like, woohoo, Kismet hype. Getting it going on. Pixel Dino says, Kismet it. What's up? Sup? Good to see you, Pixel Dino. Got Skills hanging out in the chat as well. Oh, we got some other hosts here. We've also got Pambolina with auto host. Thank you so much, Pambolina. Appreciate it. Appreciate it big time. So we're ready to play. So now yesterday, again, I took some time to hang out with my team, try to learn this ARK. Because sometimes you get distracted on the stream because, you know, I want to talk to everybody. We want to be interactive and have all sorts of fun and that kind of stuff. But basically, it makes it really hard to learn stuff. So what I did was I took some time and I said, okay, what is the whole gist of this ARK thing, right? Because I was getting a little frustrated because I kept dying all the time and I would lose my dinos. Well, rule number 1 of ARK, don't get too attached to your stuff, right? Do not get too attached to your stuff because you're going to lose it. Your people are going to die. You're going to die and your stuff's going to die and you're going to lose your stuff. So don't become too attached. Now, no matter if you die and you lose all your stuff, you can always rebuild, right? Just like in 7 Days to Die. They come in and wipe out your base. If, you know, you got peeps to back you up, you can go out and get resources again and you can keep going. It's going to, of course, get harder and harder, so you got to rebuild that base fast. Now, the same thing here in ARK. You can see I'm standing here in the game. I'm playing in Ultra mode, by the way. You guys probably can't see it because I can't stream in 1080 here on Twitch yet until I'm a partner, hopefully soon. And then what I'm doing is recording right now in 1080 HD so I can upload it to YouTube. So you guys can see, for those watching back on YouTube right now, hello to you. Thank you so much for patronizing my YouTube and pressing, hopefully, that subscribe button. Please, John, thanks so much for nuking the stream and giving that host. Thank you so much. Oh, I can't wait to play some Fallout 4 later. Oh, I can't wait. Okay. I'm like jonesing for some Fallout 4. Now, as you can see, I got a dino parked in here. Now, I did go in and I learned a bit about building and readjusted this whole area. And we're going to start from scratch. And I'm going to just show you a bit of what I've learned so far. And then, of course, we'll switch over to 7 Days to Die and see what's going on with our vault over there. So what I did was I learned a bit about the crafting. I went in and I said, okay, what do I need to just do some basic building and to store my stuff and all of that stuff? So the most important thing I can teach you, this took me a lot of hours before I figured this out, by the way. It was like 10, 15 hours in before I realized there's a button right there and I'm kind of covering it up. So I'm going to go ahead and vanish for just a second so I can show it to you. Let me go ahead and take my desk out. Whoop, whoop. And then take me out. Whoop. Just says, oh, we got to give him a love train in just a minute. Thank you so much for that 3 months. Now, if in my stream, I go above and beyond, of course, here we are, Red Arrow Hype. That's right. So you don't have to look all over my screen. I hate looking at people's streams and they're trying to tell me something that's all over the stream. I have no idea what they're talking about. But me, boom, I'm going to talk about it right here. I'm going to point it out, make it super easy right here. Now, if you need to make something, like I need to make a storage cabinet, storage. Boom, look at that. I just type STOR. Boom, that's your search field. That's not just a filter, it's a search field. I thought it was just a filter. I did not know that you can search. So if there's one thing, and one thing only. Hold on, let me come back. Let me come back into the thing so we can talk. Let's see. Get my overseer's desk. And me back again. Bop, there we go. Now, if there is only one thing that you learn in this stream tonight about ARK, and that would be that search function. Utilize that search function. When I started utilizing that search function, then the game became more fun, became like 7 Days to Die, where it has that search function. It makes it so much easier when you're trying to craft stuff. Because I can't find diddly squat in this game. I could not. I was constantly scrolling up and down and trying to look in it, and the stuff's kind of grayed out, and you're trying to like find that particular thing. It's very, very difficult to do that. Somebody's standing in front of me. That's me. That's my dude. My dude's got no clothes on. I'm sorry. That's my dude. That's how he rolls. So yes. So I went in and I found some storage things. So I searched for some storage, and then I made some storage. These ones right over here. I went and made some of those and then put them up here so I could have my own little place and I could put my stuff in there and then try to figure out how to organize. Of course, always the quartermaster. Always the quartermaster. Who else we got? Airmar saying hello to Sister Wolf. Sister Wolf hanging out, my awesome mod, and I'm just all-around amazing person. Did you add the mod to help you find your body, Kismet? I don't know. I haven't talked to my team yet. I'm going to ask them in just a sec. I want to give everybody kind of a little bit of a tour first. Please Jump says, I've spent the better part of 75 hours in settlement building this week so far in Fallout Kids. Oh, awesome. I love building settlements. I would say about 90% of my gameplay in Fallout 4 is building settlements. Easily, if not more. I love building settlements. We're going to be doing it tonight. We're going to be working on some settlements tonight as well. Hey, Kismet, how are you doing? Excited for some ARK? Yeah, Dumb. I was doing a little bit better yesterday because I just really focused on how do I tame stuff? What are my basic resources? What are the basic stuff I need to know to get started in ARK? And that's what we're going to talk about right now. So one of the basic things you need to understand is the search function. You need the search function. Now, I changed my key, by the way. I changed my key here to tab. So I can bring this up because it's more like Fallout 4 for me. Eyes are like, blue screen. So I made it so I can search for stuff. I found the search function. So everywhere you look, by the way, there are search functions. So let me go ahead and bring my arrow back up again. And I'm going to point them all out to you. Right here, this is your search function for your inventory. If you go into a box, and I think this is probably the most important thing to know about the whole entire game. And basically, here's another, again, when you go into an actual box, I'm actually in a box here. You can use your search function to find the stuff in yours. And simultaneously, at the same time, you can search actually in the box for what you're looking for. Now, this one doesn't have that much stuff. So that's pretty easy. If I go over here, it's got a good amount of stuff, right? But then you go to this one, and you're like, pachow! Got a whole bunch of stuff in there. Trying to find that stuff, right? So what I'm going to do is just type right up here in this corner of what I'm looking for. Now, what I want to do is take out some of the stuff out of here that doesn't belong in here, like the hide, say, right? And then I scroll all the way up using my scroll wheel. There's some hide. Okay, cool. I'll pull that out of there. That doesn't belong in there. Some gloves in there, too. Aha, there's my hide gloves. I've also got some cloth gloves. So if I want to look for cloth, aha, there's the rest of my gear. Instead of me running around in my underwear the whole time, why don't we put on some clothes here? And we'll drag that up there. Now, we'll talk about making clothes and all of that in just a bit. Come on, put the hat in there. There we go. And again, the search function is the greatest. Once I found that, I really started feeling better about playing the game. Now, I can also just scroll down, grab some thatch out of here, grab my fiber, grab the wood, etc. out of there. And then I'm going to go ahead and go over here and drop. Oh, I got to turn my sound on. There we go. Turn my sound on so you guys can hear. And we're going to drop all of this in here. Oh, and I have like so many I have so many level ups all the time because I'm part of my team, and my team is just constantly leveling up all the time. So what I put it in movement speed. I don't care. I hate going slow, especially when stuff is chasing me. And based on the fact that I put a whole bunch of stuff into that, I did an amazing thing, I think anyway, last night. Amazing. Okay, so again, you can search over here and you can search over here at the same time. Like if I put this metal, flint, and say fiber in here, and I want to just find the fiber, so I've got 8 million things, I can simply just search for fiber. Look at that! Oh, that is awesome! Oh, that's awesome! That is awesome! Awesome! So, hello to everybody! Hello, hello! So again, we're only going to be playing this for a little bit, and then we're going to be switching over 7 Days to Die, and then, of course, Fallout 4. So hang in there, everybody! Pixel Don says, I can help you with ARK tips because I play it a lot. Yes, my members, I kind of regret doing it now, but my members went off and got a server for us, which is very nice of them. I do appreciate them doing that. One of my stream supporters and member as well went off, and Jay is sponsoring our server. Well, one of the problems is they went off. They learned everything to know about it. They got obsessed with it and, got addicted to it like I did with 7 Days to Die. And have played it and know everything about it and know how to build giant structures and how to tame all the best guys and where to go and what to do and whatever. Which, of course, when you're coming in and you're the new person, you don't know nothing. So they're off doing all this advanced stuff while you're just sitting there going, what do I do, right? And they're all off doing that. So you're not really doing it together and you feel very separated from each other. So what I did yesterday as the leader, this is my job, is to try to find a way to bridge that gap. And it's just like in Star Wars The Old Republic, it's just like in WoW, it's just like in every other game where everybody else is max level and they have 15, 20, 30 characters at max, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. And then you're the guy who just started the game and you're level 1, right? Because they're all off raiding and doing all this stuff. And you're the level 1 guy going, okay, where do I get these hides from? Right? That's basically what it feels like when we dropped in ARK. That they're so far ahead. So what I did is I talked with Jang, who's been working a bit here on the server, who's very obsessed with this game as well. He said, hey, Kismet, we created 2 separate things. One is the advanced camp, and then this, of course, is the starter camp. So we can come over here, we can build stuff, we can learn a bit about how to do crafting and do our stuff, totally separate from the advanced group who's up there taming giant dinos or doing whatever they're doing up there. Who knows? So we have a little place to do our thing and to get to understand the game before we dive into the advanced stuff, right? So that's what I've been doing. So one of the things that I did do is I modified this house. Now, it used to only go to where the roof is right here, over there. It used to go only that high. So what I did is I modified the roof so I could park my little dino up here. Now, when I logged in, the last time I logged in, I literally was in for 5 minutes and I lost like a couple dinos right at the very beginning. So again, don't get upset. I had to go to the bathroom. Don't get obsessed with your dino. Like mine, after I lost my dinos, I just called him Might Die now. So I don't get attached to him. Now, I also did have a flying mount that I was flying around on, had a great time, but somehow yesterday it died, just randomly. I couldn't find it. I don't know what happened to it. I didn't tell it to follow me. It just randomly flew off and then died, which sucks. And it died way at the end of the night, too, because I thought it was already dead. And then way at the end of the night, right before I logged off, about, I don't know, 6 or 7 hours of playing, it said it was dead, which is a bummer. So I have to just get another one. But that's okay. So this is my little dino. I did tame him. And I have a couple other little dinos, which I'll go ahead and show you. Let's go ahead and run out of our little area here. And you've got a couple right here. We've got this one. And we got this one and these ones. And I've tamed the bunch of these. Of course, we've got Chewy's raptor right there. And you might notice some feet. We'll come back to those feet in a second. And then, of course, I tamed some as a loner dino. I tamed another one. Oh, not that one. This one over here. That one was already tamed. This one here for Sister Wolf, so she's got her own dino and she's feeling better as well. So I went on kind of a dino taming spree to try to get an idea of it. And I tamed this cool little turtle over here. Turtle. Hey, look at him. He's like, sup, everybody. And then I thought, you know what? What does it take? What does it take to get one of the big dinos? Now, I was playing by myself. Everybody else had wandered off or logged off by that time. They were all up at the advanced base, and I was trying to learn how to tame stuff. So, basically, I tamed that by myself. That's right. This gigantic dino, a Brontosaurus. Look at the size of that sucker. It's huge. It is massive. So, how did I do that? Well, I died a lot, number one. But what I did was I would just go out with a bow and tranquilizer darts. And I'll show you how to make those and how I got all that stuff up to that level where I could do that. I also used a whole bunch of berries and stuff like that to keep it tranquilized while I was taming it. And it is awesome. And I call it, right here, Kiz's little buddy. Kiz's little buddy is what I call it. There it is up there. And it is awesome. Now, Jang was nice enough to make me a saddle, so we're going to get on there for the first time and take a look at what it looks like to be up on the giant dino. Let's do it. Oh, it just let me. Come on. Come on. I don't know how to get up there. Give me a boost. Now, last night what I was able to do is jump up there and hold down E. And then select it, but for some reason it's not doing that today. What's the deal? Nope. Not want to let me do it today. It's like, there we go. All right. Lots of jumping. All right, I'm up on my dino. Yes, first ride of the giant dino. So what I did is I got a whole bunch of tranquilizer darts, and I found a good angle that I could run away from the dino itself. So let's go ahead and get back down. I don't know how to get back down. How do I get down? Do I just, like, go down? How do you get down from this dino? Let's find out. Raid, change groups, enable wandering. Unclaim. I don't know how to get down. How do you get down from this giant dino? I don't know. I guess you jump to your death. See if I can jump to that other dino. Go to the loader dino. Made it! I made it! There we go. Tell me, how do you get down from the dino? You guys can give me that tip. So yes, this is Kismet's little buddy right here. And I'll show you how I did that. Now, also, if you notice here, I've got kind of a ramp that I built here, and I kind of readjusted all of this. I readjusted all of this so I could build a ramp. And we have this mod called the S mod. Now, the S mod, what you can do is hold down E, and you get this panel. Now, one of the most important things to remember about this game, and what took me time to learn, is that when you roll over something, there's a timer. There's an activation timer. You have to wait for it to activate. And I'm just one of those people that'll click and then click on it, assuming that it's going to work. But then it wasn't working, and that's why, because you have to wait so many seconds. I don't know why. Seems kind of lame to me, but there we go. So now I can pick that wall up, and the same thing over here. Oh, see, I did it again. I got to wait for the timer. There we go. Boom, and I can pick that wall up. With that S mod, it's very much like Fallout 4, where I can take stuff away and then replace it back down again. Very much like Legos or whatever else you want to compare it to, where you can take everything apart and put it back without having to demolish it and then reconstruct it again, which kind of sucks. So this is what I call my dino parking. So I can bring him up the ramp. I can bring him in here. Now he's for berries, my big guy here. So he'll go out, help me find a bunch of berries, and then I use those berries to tame, of course, my little buddy here. He's ginormous. They have a platform shadow. Awesome mod. Hey, Kismet, love you. Hey, 8-Bit Flash, right back at you. Thanks for hanging out. Shy Little Muffin, Kismet, run down the tail. Ah, Shy Little Muffin, you are smart, smart, smart. You are super smart. Duh, I should have thought of that, huh? I should have thought of that. Jazz Sands hanging out as well. Thank you for the host, Crazy. Appreciate it. Der Heartless says, you have to yell yabba dabba doo when you slide down. All right, I'll do that, Der Heart. Next time when I come down the tail, I'll yell that when I'm going down. That is awesome. Awesome. So I'm going to have a little bit of fun riding my dino here in a second. But let's talk about the basics of ARK before we get too far in with all of that other fun stuff. Now, ARK is one of those games that is very much like just about any other survival game. You're going to need some basic tools, right? So one of the things is you're going to need, of course, all of your stuff down here. You can see I've got stuff here in my quick slots. So if I press my various keys, if it's going to let me, why can I not see my bar down there? I do not see my bar. All right, so what you're going to need is some basic tools. And let me go ahead and put all this stuff back in here. I'm going to go without anything. That's right. I'm going to put everything back in like so. And I'm going to start the game like you start. You start with nothing. Like this. All right. So you start with nothing. With what the Almighty gave you. And apparently the Almighty gave you some shorts. Which is fine because I don't want to look at the dude's junk, right? I don't need to look at people's junk when I'm playing games. There's another game called Rust, where you can look at your junk the whole time. No thanks. No thanks. All right, now we need to watch out for dinos who like to eat our face. That is the first thing. Now, berry eaters do not attack you. So berry eaters, that's cool, right? You've also got a turtle over there. He's not going to attack me. And I'm looking around for any mobs that may eat my face. There's my giant dino back there. I don't see any who are going to eat my face for now. Let's run down here. And if they do eat my face, I will run back and get my body anyway, which is very hard to find, by the way, in this game. That's probably the only thing that... There's a monkey! What's up, little monkey? By the way, this looks absolutely gorgeous on this Mega PC. Now, what I did was, to get that Bronto, I used the ledge. So the Bronto was over there. I shot the Bronto, and he came running over here, and I'd shoot him, and I shot him about 200 times. 200 times with the tranquilizer dart. Now, I didn't hit him every time, but I hit him about, I'd say, 90% of the time. And it took me 200 tranquilizing darts to finally bring that sucker down in about 5 or 6 deaths. Right? So I finally brought him down, and then I gave him a bunch of berries and stuff and all of that, which we'll check out here in a bit. So, all right. So you come into the world as you were born, right? With nothing. And what we did is we started over on the other side there. Let's go ahead and get the map up here. You got to zoom in for your map. So we started on the other side of the river. And this is the South 1, by the way, for those who play ARK. And what we did is we started over there. We started a little basic camp. Then we made ourselves a little raft here. And we brought the whole team over here. And we began to build up there on the mountain. And that is actually a really great place to start building. because you're close to water, you're close to a bunch of resources, and not too many dinos will spawn right on your head up there. Because they do respawn quite often, and then you get eaten. Then that's what happens a lot. And you're going to die a lot. Expect to die a lot, by the way. Look at this underwater. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look, I can do backstroke. Look at that. Backstroke. All right. So here's what happened. You're going to start on the other side. I'm going to run over there, and if I die, oh, big deal. All right. I don't mind dying. I just mind not being able to find my body. That sucks. That really, really sucks. They need to fix that. All right. Now again, assess the hostility of stuff. And here we go. It's raining. All right. So far, no hostile beasties along this beach. Now, right over there on that side is where we started, right? Now, one of the things that you have to find very early on is stuff so you can make meat and stuff that you can make various items. You need wood, you need fiber, you need all these basic components. You also need to stay out of the water or those piranha are going to eat your butt, which they've killed me several times. So basically, we need to start by getting some resources. Now, of course, the first resource we want is, of course, wood and stone. So we're going to start with that. So we're going to walk up here. We're going to punch some wood. That really hurts your knuckles. Of course, you're a Cro-Magnon man. So, maybe you don't feel pain. I don't know. Seems very painful to me. So you go ahead and punch that. And then probably by the time you run around, punch stuff, and collect a little bit of stuff, you're going to get leveled up. And you're going to be able to craft yourself some tools. So I'm going to go ahead and just put here, axe. Yep, not axe. It's, what is it? What is the name of it in this game? See, that's one of the problems I have. I don't know what the names of everything are. It's going to be stone, whatever it is. We've got stone hatchet. Hatchet is what they call it, right here. Now, again, I love that search function. Notice I use the search function. Once I learned that search function, the game really opened up for me. So use that search function. So right here, we need a stone hatchet. So we've got wood. We've got some thatch, which is basically collecting it from the wood. And then we need some flint. All right, so we need to punch some rocks. Now, also on the ground, if you hit E, you can actually pick up some stone if you can find some. See there, I picked it up by hitting the E like Edward key. All right, so now I should have enough. Maybe, let's find out. Yes, I can make a stone pick. That's probably thing number one that you want to do. Make that stone pick, then once it's done, boom, there it is in your inventory, and I'm going to drag it as number one. Then I'm going to press number one on the side of my naga. Right there, my naga. And that's going to give me the ability now to collect even more material. So I'm going to really go to town. Now notice how I'm collecting more flint than I am stone. I'm injured. What am I injured by? Got injured by something. My health is going down. Why is it going down? I'm about to die from something. Well, I'm just going to stand right here and die. I'm going to go right on the beach so I know where I am. Be prepared to die a whole lot. I mean a lot. Like more than any other game you've ever played. So we'll just let myself die here and see if I come back. Yes, I'm about to die. I don't know why I'm going to die. And this is what happens in this game a lot. You don't know why you died. It's not food. It's not water. Just look at my food. Look at my water. It's fine. I don't know. I must have stepped on something. And now, I'm going to die. And I'm dead. And now what we have is, if you put a bed down, you can transport back to that, very much like 7 Days to Die. So I can go ahead and go back to our cliff base here. And now I have nothing. All my stuff just dropped where I was. So again, prepare to die a whole lot. Now, also, I have the gamma turned up for you guys, so you're not just looking at the ground. Now, of course, I can grab one of these dinos and take all these dinos with me. But I also built something else for the team right here. That's right, a rope ladder, because I hate running around the whole entire time like I just had to do. I made a nice little rope ladder so I can just climb down. I can just climb down. I don't want to have to run around every single time. It drives me crazy. There we go. Rope ladder. So these are some of the cool things that you can do. You hit E to get on there, and then S goes down, W goes up. There we go. And we're going to run back. Now, by the way, members, if you're waiting for me to talk on Discord and stuff, I'm going to be talking a bit about ARK, and then I'll be chatting on there. Now, look, there's somebody down there. Looks like a raptor. I'm going to try to dodge that raptor. Maybe do a little crouchy crouch. Looks like some sort of raptor or something. It might not be an angry mob, by the way. It might not be an angry dino. But for me, I'd rather not going to risk it. I'm going to go this way. Now, also, learning the lay of the land is very useful for avoiding dinosaurs who want to eat your face. Because I have no defensive weapons right now. I have 0 defensive weapons. So there's not really much I could do if something come after me. I could try to punch it. But other than that, not much. Now, also, if you hold down shift, you'll run faster. And you can also jump. And this way you don't have to swim if you find a nice shallow area like that. And you can run and jump. Or fail fish at jumping, like that. Come on. There we go. Oh, it was cold. That's what it was. I was cold. That's why I died. All right, it's doing it again. All right, so I'm very, very cold at the moment. So what I need to do is start to collect something so I can make some stuff, right? So I'm going to hold down E here in the bushes, and I'm going to start collecting berries and fiber. All right, so I can make myself an outfit so I stop, like, dying every 2 seconds here. All right, let's go ahead and craft myself an outfit. Let's see. Cloth. There we go. Let's try to get some pants. And what do we need? We need more fiber. Again, we'll hit E. And again, prepare to die a lot. All right, and I also broke my leg. And all right, let's put my pants on, see if that helps. And we were looking for cloth. Shirt. Again, look at my health going down over there. Down. Cloth hat. There we go. Now we need to make some shoes. We need some hide and stuff. Okay? But basically you get the idea. So we need to go in, we need to do some clothes and that kind of stuff. Now to keep ourselves from having to do this, I'm going to go ahead and try to run back. We don't have to do this every 2 seconds. I've got a broken leg and I'm dying from being too cold. Now I have a bag back there with my stuff in it. I'm just going to leave it there because I'm just going to die again. And I'll come back. You got 10 minutes to get your bag, by the way. So I'll come back because I'm just too cold. Too cold to be out here. While we're running back, Dark says there's a mod that will allow you to find your body easier. I know, Dark. I think Sister Wolf found it. If you have a mod, whisper it to me here on Twitch, and we will add it to the thing. One of the problems was... There we go. My leg's all better now. Maybe I can make it back to our base in time. Let's do it. Get up there. Get on there. Let's climb up quick. So awesome. So awesome. And up and we go. I'm gonna go ahead and go in here. I'm gonna find a campfire. Come on, get up there. Ah. Much better. So there we go. So you got to make a campfire fairly quick early on or you may freeze to death. Now notice my health is now going back up again on that right hand side. So, oh, right over here. Right over here. Notice my health just automatically goes back up again. You have like a little built-in heal when you are warm enough. Alright, so of course you want to make a fire right away so you have warmth, and then you can collect some resources and then build up your various outfits. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and just grab my outfit back out again, just so we don't have to wait around for that to go. You get the idea. You want to make yourself a nice cloth set. I also have a kind of a next level one. Now you can, if you double click, by the way, it'll go into your inventory. And if you double click in your inventory, it'll go back into the storage. But if you want it to go over here, you want it to go over here, so you've got to do a little drag and drop action like that. And now I've got an outfit that I can use against that cold. Right? So also, by the way, you can see a whole bunch of stats in here. You know, your hyperthermia was right now, I was at was 90 something. It was very high. And you can also see your temperature and what's going on a whole lot with you over there. All right, so that gives you an idea there. So let's go ahead and run back again. And we'll collect some more resources. Collect some more resources. I see Chewy. You got too cold. Exactly, Jay. I did learn that. I actually looked down. Behind the thing here, by the way, it has all your conditions, which you can't see. I'm sorry about that, but that's the way it goes. Because when you punch a tree, you lose health, and you collect berries, you're hungry. Exactly. Exactly. It could be acid rain or lack of heat. Yes, heat. Yes, I know. Eat berries, kids. It'll raise your health. Yes, I know. I know. I knew all of that, at least. I know at least a little bit now. I spent a little bit of time doing it. All right. What's up, Chewy? He's got his little raptor. He's got his little raptor. All right. So I'm going to run back over here and try to get my... Ooh, break my leg. Luckily didn't. Luckily, see, you're cold. Find some warmth soon. And then, of course, going in the water is probably not the best idea when you're cold. So we're going to run over here this time. And, yes, and you do go to the bathroom a lot while you're running around. And going to get back over here. But basically what I'm trying to show you is that you're going to die a lot. And, of course, I plan all this stuff out in advance. Before I stream, I do plan out my whole thing. Now, one of the things you may find is your body, right? That's my dead carcass there. And I can go into my inventory and I can access whatever he had on him. I can take it all, which I love the take all. And I also love the transfer all. You got to transfer all into it, or you got to transfer all out of it. So I grabbed all my stuff back, and then now I've got my tool back again. Right? Bunch of little guys running around here. Now, again, these are all mobs that are not going to kill me for right now, and that's really what you need to obsess, or what you need to take into consideration when you're running around. What's going to kill you and what's not going to kill you. So you're going to die from the cold. So as you can see, I died several times from the cold. So we need to actually make a campfire. So I'm going to go ahead and put campfire, and then we're going to go ahead and craft that item. And we're going to put that item down. All right. Again, we're going to put that down. Let's put it right here on the beach so it's nice and easy to find. Now, we're going to, of course, need some fuel for the campfire. We're going to need some wood, so I'm going to throw the one thing of wood that I have in there in case I start getting cold again. So it kind of like goes back and forth. Right now, it's a bit cold, so I'm going to go ahead and light the fire, and that should help me out a bit. Now, I haven't put much wood in there, so it's going to burn out pretty quickly. And you can see my temperature right here now is 55 degrees. So I'm pretty cold, but I'm doing okay. What's up, little buddy? What's up, little buddy? He's not attacking me. If he's attacking me, then I have to stab him in the face. now, of course, you got that. Now, so we did our pickaxe, right? And the other thing we want to do is the hatchet. And let's see what we need for our hatchet. In here somewhere, there it is. Okay, we need more wood for the hatchet. So we're going to use this to get some wood. But again, notice how it's more thatch than wood. That's the important thing to know. The stone axe here is more thatch. Now, the axe itself will be getting more wood than thatch. So usually I get the axe first, which is what I meant to do, but apparently I did the stone one first. But it's okay. It's okay. Search for hatchet. It'll shrink it down. Then we can craft that item. And now we have a nice hatchet. All right. Now let's watch the difference. So we're going to do the pickaxe on this one. Got 2 wood and 99 thatch. Then we're going to go ahead and get our actual hatchet, our axe. 38 wood and 5 thatch. So based on which tool you're using is what you're going to get the most of. Of course, we're going to need a lot more of this. And we'll just run around, hatchet up some stuff. Like so. Look at that. A whole lot. You're going to see what happens here in just a second. When I do too much of this. Hello, little buddy. You do a lot of this. This game should be called ARK Resource Gathering. That's pretty much like 80% of the game is resource gathering. That's what you're doing. Maybe even 90%. So now I've gathered some resources. I've got a bunch now of wood. I got 407. I've got some flint. I've got some thatch you can see here. I've got some fiber. Now, one of the things I'm going to need are hides. Now, the reason why I need hides and I'm going to need meat for doing other things. Now, the way to get that is from animals, of course. We're going to go ahead and make a spear. Oh, if I get the right thing. Oh, right here we've got spear. So we need wood, flint, and fiber. We've got enough of that. Let's go ahead and craft a spear. Now, I did learn, thanks to Fel on my team, that you should craft multiple of them because they do break. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get some more fiber. And the way we get fiber again, hello, little dodo bird, I hear you, is we hit the Q key to put our weapon away, and then we hit E to collect. So we're going to go ahead and collect a whole lot of stuff, run around, and collect a whole lot of berries. Now, we're on a pretty safe beach here. Again, stuff respawns and randomly respawns on the beach. Something could spawn really bad next time, as opposed to this. Now, notice also stuff spoils there. But again, just stand here, hit E a whole bunch of times. That's what I'm doing. To collect a lot of berries and stuff, because you can use those for food. You can use those for other things as well, which we'll talk about in a bit. Now, okay, now it says hit this to harvest it. That's because that's the wood thing there. Again, I want to get more kind of wood than thatch. There we go. Cut that down. Hit Q to put your item away, whatever you got, and then here you collect this. And then when you see them kind of break like that, that means you've kind of collected everything you can, and they will respawn later. So it's not like they're gone forever. Okay? Okay, dinos. Okay, dinos this way. Okay, we're okay so far. And now we've got some more wood for the fire here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut about half of that in there. And also it leaves charcoal behind. Grab that charcoal. There we go. So that is basically the start to the game. So you gotta get fire, you gotta get resources, you gotta get clothes to fight against the cold. Once you've got that going on, you can then start to work on making spears, which you can use, of course, against enemies. There's other weapons as well. But I'm now gonna switch my stuff here so that, oh, where did my thing vanished? Oh, I gotta clear this. There we go. It automatically put it back in my thing, but I had it searched, so that's why I couldn't see my stuff. There we go. All right. Because when you're searching up here for stuff like berries, and then you won't see your spear, and you're like, why can't I see it? It's because you're in the middle of searching. So you got to take that search out of there, and then you can see all of your stuff. So there we go. So now we've got a spear. Now, to make stuff, you're going to need hides. And I couldn't find these dino birds because we just ran past all of this stuff in the very beginning because some of my members are so advanced that we missed all the beginning part here. Of finding these dodo birds and learning how to, kind of get things started here on the beach. And this south one is really one of the best places to start. So what we need to do, of course, is stab some stuff. This is survival. We got to survive, right? So we got to kill some stuff. Poor birdie. Poor birdie. That's probably why they went extinct. Now, of course, I could stab it again with my spear, but I really want to use the axe. And the reason why is I'm going to get a lot of hide. I got 24 hide, which is pretty great. So you want to get all these little guys like this. Now look at this guy. I find backtracking a little bit while you're stabbing, hitting S, works really good. Or you can a preemptive strike where you knock him back with your spear and then you run at him and then hit him back and run at him and run at him and run at him and run at him. That works pretty good to get started. Again, get my hatchet. Now wait, no, this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the pickaxe. Let's do it. And then I'll go to the hatchet. Nothing happens. Because what happens weird, it should disappear. It would normally happen, but some of these, they don't disappear for some reason. So what I do is I use one when I want more meat, right? I use this one, the actual pickaxe, when I want more meat, and I want to use the hatchet when I want more hides. Now, I could act like I'm a genius and I figured this out on my own, but really my members told me the bulk of this, and I'm just re-emptying it onto you guys and all the people who will watch this on YouTube and all my members who might want to play ARK and who want to know a little bit about it to get started, because it is a little bit confusing. It is a bit confusing. Now look over there. There's a dino attacking that dodo. If it's attacking something else, then that means it's going to attack you after that thing dies. What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? Yeah, I see you. Oh, you want a hug? You want a hug? I would have gave him a hug. All right, so now he's going to attack me next. Now, let's go see if we're going to die. Oh, let me change my gamma, by the way. It's daytime. Now, one of the problems with this game when you're playing is the gamma is too dark, so you guys can't see it. There's nothing more annoying than watching a stream of just pure blackness. If I turn the gamma up during the day, and then I turn it back down, turn it up during the night and down during the day. All right, so we got a bad guy here. Let's see if we can get him. So the thing I do is I just run up on him, holding down shift, and I just run toward him with W, keep stabbing him. Because what he does is he actually spits, like in Jurassic Park, the movie, he actually spits stuff on you, and you actually get stunned, and you can barely see only this little bit, and it's hard to attack him. So I run up as him. You gotta just kamikaze up there and run up on him, and keep hitting him and hitting him, and run toward him with a W, and then you kill him, and then you get that sweet hides. All right, give me that hides. Give me them hides, buddy. All right, and I got some bunch of raw meat and hides. So you got to know which ones you can kill and which ones you can't kill. And again, my character's kind of built up. I'm level 33 right now, and I've got all of those stats over there for all you ARK people. If you want to look at it, there it is. 3, 2, 1, boom, time's up. So there we go. So now we've got some hides. Now, hides is kind of our next thing that we need to think about when we go into our craftables. Now, you're going to find that a lot of things use hides here, and I'm going to look, just hide, there we go. As you can see here, if I want to make a shield, where I can hold a shield to defend myself against the spitting, right? I can use a shield for it. I can make kind of the next level outfit where I can make some hide boots, make some of those. I can make a, say, hide shirt. There we go, and then we'll make, what else? Hide hat. There we go. And then all this stuff drops in your inventory, and you can put that stuff on. So you kind of go to the next level. Now, of course, you have to learn those recipes along the way. Here where it says Ingram points, you can see I have 101. And you can pick all the things you want to do. Now, if you're hanging out with other people, you should have them be doing, like, one thing, and you doing another, and you doing another. Now, for the people who are advanced and who are absolutely obsessed, like some of my members, like Jay and like Captain Rex, they just, boom, go to level 90, and of course they have all the stuff unlocked, which makes it so everybody else doesn't really have a role. So be careful when you're playing with other people that you don't make it so they don't have anything to do as part of the team. Very important, and something I always try to stress, is don't minimize the role of other people, because other people want to be part of it too. Other people want to learn. Either they are going to do, whatever specific thing. Are they going to go tame dinosaurs? Are they going to go collect resources? Are they going to be the builder? Are they going to be, what is their role in the group? Right? If one person or several people go all the way to max level and they have all the stuff and they can do everything, it minimizes the roles of everybody else. Nobody else can do anything. Right? Nobody else feels like they're part of the group. They feel separated from the group because there's these other people who are like so high level that it minimizes everybody else, which is not good. But some people are obsessed with games like me, and that's what they do. So I try to find that balance between giving everybody a role and working together with people, as well as learning the stuff and progressing. So again, if you are a leader, watch out for that, and I've stressed it again with my team, and we found a great solution where we have our advanced team up at 1, and then we have our kind of newbie starter area, which is where I'm at right now, learning the game. All right, so great tip for you if you want to do that. If you have some new people coming in, create them a little area, give them a bunch of resources so they can learn what all the resources do, and then, of course, how to survive and that kind of stuff. But make sure to let them have this kind of newbie experience, right? Let them learn a bit on what they need to do. Like, I need to stab some more little dodo birds. You're out of there. And then use my hatchet so I get lots of hide. Then I just need to run along the beach and stab stuff. Hello, little buddy. You're so cute. Put taming food in last item slot to feed. Oh. Well, I have no way of accessing you because I'm hitting E and nothing's happening, so I'm going to have to stab you. Where you going? Get out of the water. Oh, see what happened there? Lost my thing. Now what he's trying to do is get to the water. If he gets to the water, he's hard to get. Now what I did is I hit E to grab the body and pull it out of the water so I'm not standing in there so I don't get eaten by a big giant shark or something. Then I hit E again to drop it. And then of course, chop him up. Get some hide. Okay, hide I think is probably the most difficult thing to get because when you first start, because you don't understand which mobs you can attack and which ones you can't. Like if I were to attack that mob's going to kill me. It's going to absolutely kill me. But I'm going to show you how to tame that in just a bit. In just a bit. So again, we're looking for the easier mobs along here. We're also looking for stuff that's going to eat our face. Right here. Dodos! Burr, burr. Burr, burr. Burr. Now this time what I'm going to do is go ahead and use my other one so I get some extra meat. And there we go. Again, you just run along the beach. Try not to get eaten. Oh, I'm starving. All right, so it tells you all sorts of stuff at the top of the screen, which I usually ignore. Now, one of the things you can do is you can grab your berries that you collected and put them on your bar. Actually, I put mine at 4 and 5. And then I can eat a whole lot of berries. Now, the great thing about having a Razor Naga is you can see the berries right down there in the slot. What you can't see is I can hold down the button, or it's going to repeat. And as you can see up there, it's consumed like 64 berries in just that amount of time. The great thing about the repeating Naga button. And what's going to happen is your food's going to go up slowly. Notice right there I'm at 7.6, 8.9, 8. So you can eat berries, you can eat that kind of food, but eventually, of course, you want to cook your food in the campfire. So that's what we're going to do right now. Hey, Barum! Hey, Heemvam! What's up? Sorry, I'm in the middle of chatting with everybody. There we go. Kismet is trying to find Kismet is tough. Well, you don't need to find me for right now, Chewy. Sorry, bro. I'm purposely kind of off by myself, so people don't troll me. All right. So we can access the inventory, and I'll find you in a bit here, Chewy. I'll come back to base, buddy, and we'll work together. We'll work together as a team. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put the meat in there, and I'm going to let that cook up a little bit. Don't let it stay in there too long, or you're in trouble. Or you're in trouble, and you'll see why. Okay, so that's kind of number one, right? So collecting berries, you hit Q, you hit E, a whole bunch. Boom, you can collect berries. And I'm collecting a bunch of berries and some fiber at the same time, all right? So this is where we get our fiber and our berries that we can eat for food. And then, of course, we go and we punch some rocks, and then we can get a whole bunch of, resources from that, and then we can make a tool. And I see I'm getting tons of flint there by using the pickaxe. There we go, which you're gonna need. Now you can also do this, or you can hit E. Okay, so I hit E, and it says you got to hit this to harvest it. Okay. And you usually got to hit the biggest stone, by the way. Shaking! It's shaking! Keep pounding it. Oh, there we go. That goes for a while if he does. A big dino stomping around. Stop that. Stop the stomping. So again, by the way, the beach is probably the worst place to set up your base. Just gonna let you guys know that. My members told me that, and I have seen it firsthand, because what's gonna happen is, as you kill all these mobs, it's going to randomly spawn a whole bunch of other mobs, and those mobs are not going to be nice ones. Those mobs are gonna come in and they're gonna eat your face and destroy your whole base. So usually the beach is the single worst place to create a base, even though that's probably what everybody would want to do, is do that right at the very beginning. Right at the very beginning. So that's what we're doing so far. And again, we'll of course have to collect wood using our little axe here, or if we want more of one type of resource, we use this one, the pickaxe. If we want more of another type of resource, we use the axe, depending on what we're collecting. All right, so very important to know that at the top of the game. And then, of course, the next thing we want to do is we want to get a dino, right? Because that's what we're playing ARK for the first place, so we can have a nice, cool dino, right? Now, what you need to find is you need to find some of these, the narco berries. The narco berries are... Turn off that stomping. The narco berries basically are like a tranquilizer, okay? So you eat them and you go to sleep. So you're going to need those for your dino, who loves to apparently like stomp around my camp here. And so I'm going to tranquilize this guy and to tame him, I'm going to need to get that going on. So the way to do that is first you're going to need a place to craft the narcotics, right? So you're going to need a pestle thingy, if I can find it right here, a mortar and pestle. Now to do that, I need more stone. You can see up there in the red. When it's red, that means I don't have enough of that resource. So I need to go get some stone. I'm going to go ahead and go out of there. And let's collect a bunch more stone. And we're going to use the hatchet. The hatchet, if it lets me. There we go. We're going to use the hatchet. And the reason why is it's going to give me a whole lot more stone than flint. And again, this game's like 90% resource collecting. 90% resource collecting. Right tool for the right job. Thank you, Skit Mix, for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet army. Oh no! Uh-oh, I aggroed. Run away! Run away! I'm stuck on something. What am I stuck on? I'm stuck on something and I got a dino chasing me. I shot myself. I'm so scared from this dino. Sorry, dino. My bad. Are you still angry at me? You jumped in front of my axe. I didn't try to hit you, bro. You okay now? We cool? We cool, bro? We cool. All right, we cool now. You run away from them, and then they leave you alone. That is a very, very important thing that I only learned yesterday. That if you accidentally hit them, run. Run away, and then they'll de-aggro on you, and then you can come back. All right? So that is very important here in the survival mode, or in the primal days, I guess, a better way to do it. All right, let's get some more stone. So watch out for dinos who jump in front of you when you're trying to hit resources. There we go. Or when you're breaking down resources, and those resources apparently like hurt the thing. All right, I'm back to my campfire. I'm going to stand next to it so I don't get cold. And we've now got a whole bunch of stone. So again, we want to make a pestle. I'm going to crafting first. There we go. And we're trying to make a mortar and pestle. When it's kind of gray like that, see how it's kind of gray? That means you can make that thing. Let's craft one of those. Like so. And then what I did is I hit 6 to put it down, and then I'm trying to find a place I can put it down. It's not letting me put it down anywhere. Now the reason why it's not letting me put it down anywhere is because I actually need a structure first before I can put that down. It requires placement on a floor. That's another thing I learned. I was like, oh, okay, I have to actually build a house first. So let's go ahead and build ourselves just a simple foundation. Again, we're going to search for foundation, like so. And I'm just going to do a thatch one, because that takes very little resources. Like so. Again, we're just talking about the basics of ARK, of what I've learned so far. Of course, this game is very, very involved. It's very deep. Okay, so what I did is I put it in my bar, I hit 7. Now, by the way, I can also just hit use, and that works as well. Then I left click to put it down, or right click to cancel the action. All right? And again, I get focused, by the way, so if I'm not watching chat, there we go. User Dave says, did Kiz get the new PC? I do have the new PC. I'm playing on the Mega PC right now in ultra settings, in the best settings you can play in. It is phenomenal looking. Look at this. It is beautiful out here. Wish you were here. Beautiful. Beautiful. Everywhere. So beautiful. Thanks for hanging out, User Dave. Great to see ya. Kids is actually Flaming Poo. My account got hacked. Oh, sorry to hear that, bro. That sucks, man. Two-step authentication, everybody. Two-step authentication. Go turn it on right now. Always, always two-step authentication so people can't grab your, or at least it has a reduced chance of people grabbing your stuff. So go turn that on right now. Maybe I need to make a video about that. Hello, Zero Tolerance. What's up, kids? Have you seen the Pokemon mod for this mod? No, I have not seen it, Rigbo. Obviously, this is like my day 3 I've been in the game. Possibly starved to death. I died from the cold. Again, I am still learning myself, but this is what I have learned so far, and I'm just kind of conveying it with you guys and everybody who's watching this back again. So now we got to do the floor, and of course we can build out all the walls and all that other stuff. But basically, we are just talking some basics here. And, oh, I already crafted the item. Oh, well, I'll craft another one. Apparently, I'm crafting another one. All right. And then we need to find our little pestle thing. Oh, it's down here on my bar. No wonder I couldn't find it. Out of there. And then now we hit 6, and we go, okay, now we can put it down. Boom. Now, basically, this is like your crafting station, right? And it allows you to craft all the various things that are in here. These recipes are automatically already in the thing. It's not like I had to put them in there, which is an important thing for me to learn as well. I just learned that yesterday as well. But the one we want right here is the narcotic. And we have a whole bunch of other stuff in here, which I haven't even tried yet. We've got like gunpowder and spark powder and all this other stuff, which we have to collect all these various resources. I'll get to that eventually. But really, the most important one right now is the narcotic. We want to put our narco berries in there. And now we have some narco berries. Notice how it turned green up there in that upper right-hand corner. Let me go ahead and get my arrow. Right here. Boom. It turned green right here because we've got the narco berries. We put them in the crafting area. Now we need some spoiled meat. How do we get spoiled meat? Well, basically we just hold on to it. Boom. And then there it is. The meat will eventually spoil because it's not refrigerated, just like in real life. You walk around with a whole bunch of meat in your pocket for long enough, it's going to spoil. Now, I did learn a lesson from Fel and my other members who just basically hold down control, and it's going to allow you to put them one at a time in your inventory, which is going to make them spoil way faster. So you're going to see me just stack them all out like that. And in 2 minutes and 11 seconds, I'm going to have a whole bunch of spoiled meat. And you might be going like, Kismet, what the heck you want spoiled meat for, bro? That's so that I can make the narcotic. I've got to have spoiled meat to do that. So you're trying to spoil the meat on purpose. Now, later on, there's ways to accelerate that and make that a lot faster. But understanding the concept is probably the most important thing very early in the game. And that's what I spent time doing, understanding those basic concepts. All right, and we can make some right now. Now, notice how this lit up, right? This is now lit up. It's now blue as opposed to purple. And actually, let me get my arrow again. Notice how the narcotic, notice how the narcotic now is lit up in blue as opposed to these which are purple. That means I can now do that recipe because I put that meat in there. Notice now they're both green. Okay, cool. I'm ready to craft. So I'm going to click on craft item or I can click on craft all. In this case, I'm going to do craft all. And it's going to make some narcotics. That going. Like that. Now, if I did miss your comment or question, make sure to throw it in there again. Sometimes I do get focused. Hey, Coulter says, hey, Kismet, how are we doing tonight? I'm doing awesome. I feel a little bit better here in ARK. I have a little bit of idea of do it. Desert Pony says, is this an alone playthrough? No, I'm playing with my team. I always play with my team. I would not play this game if I was not playing it with my team. I would not. Same thing with 7 Days to Die. I do not play these kind of survival games solo. One reason is I simply don't have enough time. If you're new to my stream, my name is Kismet. I'm the leader and founder of one of the longest running gaming guilds, Kismet Ring of Destiny. Been together 14 years. Can you believe it? It's like guilds are like Hollywood marriages. They usually break up within like the first 2 or 3 years. Everybody gets drama and then boom, the whole thing explodes. You guys know what I'm talking about. You've been in probably a few of those guilds along the way. But mine's been together that long. We've had over 800 members over that time. We played a bunch of different games together. Some members like playing ARK. Like I have a member of mine, Bandora, who's been playing it for a very long time. Has been bugging me for years and years and years to play. And I said, I'll get to it. I'll get to it. Well, I'm getting to it right now, Bandora. This is for you, bro. This is for you. So there we go. So we crafted some up. And now you can see it right there. Again, my arrow is so small. I don't know how you guys can see that on a mobile phone. So, boom, I'll bring my bigger up right here. Now I've got that narcotic. I can then take that narcotic and put it on me. All right. And then also, if you didn't notice, within that little bit of time, that 2 minutes where we were doing that, boom, all this meat now spoiled. I got 37 spoiled meat. I'm going to go ahead and throw that in there. And I'm going to click on narcotics. I'm going to craft all of those. Now, why does it only do 7 when I have 37 meat? That's because I don't have enough berries. I don't have enough berries, so I'm going to craft a whole bunch more. You can see here, but I need more berries to make more of this. All right? So we're going to go ahead and get some more berries. Go ahead and hit the E key over here in the bushes. Bushes. Oh, I gotta put this away. Gotta go to fists. Hold down Q, or hit Q to get to the bushes. We need lots of narcos. Narcos, narcos. Now, it does take a long time to tame mobs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just show you how to tame one. And I'm going to let it run, but I'm going to go grab another mob just so you can see what it's like after it's tamed. There we go. Lord Zool! Follower. What are you looking for there, Lord Zool? Hello, Cadzool. What's up, buddy? What is up? As you can see, I'm playing ARK. This is about my third or fourth time playing. And I tell you, at the very beginning, I was absolutely lost because I was trying to stream and also do this at the same time. This is one of these games where you really need to focus on what the heck you are doing, right? What you need to do to survive, what you need to do to get started. Once you get past that stage, by the way, once you get to the stage I'm at now where you kind of understand the basic fundamentals, then you feel a bit better in the game. This is not like one where it like gives you little kid gloves, like gives you a little easy area for you to start in. No, man, at any moment some big giant mob out of nowhere could come out and eat my face. It is very unforgiving, and that will turn a lot of people off of the game. It was actually ticking me off the other day because these big giant mobs out of nowhere who are way higher level than me come out, and I don't even see them, I don't hear them, nothing. I got my headphones in too, and they'll just come up behind me and kill me, and then they'll kill my stuff that I tamed. So again, do not get attached to your stuff. Do not get attached to your stuff. You can always get all this stuff again and all your dinos and everything. It's a bummer. Don't give them your pet names or your kids' names or none of that because those dinos are going to die at some point. And you're going to be super bummed about it. Super bummed. Okay, so we need more narcos. So we got more narco berries. Oh, look at me. The jumping in this game is a little weird. When I jump, sometimes he like really goes flying, right? When you, what-ah? So I'm trying to jump up on this thing. And sometimes he's like, whoa, like that. So watch out for the jump. The jump has already thrown me off a few times. I've actually fallen to my death a few times. Because the jump is a little, it's like, whoom, it goes flying forward kind of jump. Alright, so again, more narcos. We'll take those narco berries, put them in there. Now we can make more narcotic or craft 5 more. And let's see if we have enough. Now I've got 10 right now. That's probably enough. Probably enough to make some, a bow is what we're going to need. So we're going to make a bow. And then we're going to need some arrows. Notice how I'm using the search a whole lot up there. Once I found the search, then I don't feel so bad. Now I'm going to need some stone arrows. Look, I make 100 of them. I probably only need, I don't know, about 50. So you just click this as many times as you need arrows. So let's say around 30. That noise gets really annoying, by the way. You can't turn it off. Even when I'm not in there. When I'm not in there, I should not hear that noise. It's actually crafting down below here, which you can't see. But I should not hear that noise when I'm not actually physically in the window, I think. That should be changed. But there we go. We made a bow and arrow, and we made a bunch of stone arrows. And so I'm going to put my bow on me here for 7. And then I've got stone arrows, and they automatically go into the bow. Nothing else I need to do. If I hit 7, brings up my bow, and then we'll automatically load it. I did not do anything. It just automatically does that. Important thing to know. Now, I can use my stone arrows to hunt stuff now, and I can shoot stuff and try to kill stuff from be ranged as opposed to being right up melee level or a melee, or whatever you want to call it. But what I want to do is, of course, I want to be able to tranquilize some dinos. I want to get some dinos. That's the whole fun of this game, right? To get some dinos. So to get those dinos, you need to make a different type of arrow. So again, I'm going to search for arrow. Now that I have some stone arrows, I can make this thing right here called the trank arrow. And I'm going to make all those I can. I'm going to make 10 of those. There we go. And while those are going, I can also go in here, which is another thing that's crafting. Grab even more of this narco stuff. And then, of course, back, go arrow. I wish I remembered what the last thing was you did. That would be good. Last thing you search for would be nice. And then craft 5 more. Now, this is the moment to pay really, really close attention because I had to actually ask my members how to do this. I could not figure it out. The way you change your arrows on your bow is you simply grab the arrow and you drag it onto the bow. And now it's going to do tranquilizer arrows as opposed to doing stone arrows, okay? Because you don't want to kill the mob, you just want it to be sedated so you can tame it, okay? Now, be prepared for me to die a whole lot. Now, here's a little trick. If you think you're going to die a whole lot in a minute, we're going to go ahead, a Kismet tip for you. We're going to go ahead and search for box. We're going to go search for storage box. We're going to make a storage box. Now, again, to do this, you unlock your various stuff in here. Like if it says unlearned, then you don't know how to do that yet, right? Like right here, say I want to make a wooden raft. I click on that, I click learn as I level up, and then now I can make a wooden raft, right? That's how you get all of that. That's how you get all of that. And then the next thing, now that I made the storage box, let me put that down here. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit 8 and put my little storage box down. And before I go out and try to tranquilize everything, I go transfer all items. Oh, into there. As much as I can into there so I don't have to collect those items again. Now you can make bigger ones later, by the way. Bigger things. They can hold a lot more. A bigger chest than this. As you kind of get leveled up and you learn those higher level things. So I'm going to go ahead and hold all this stuff on me. But there's one thing I need to remember. My darts, right? My arrows. I don't want to lose my arrows. Now you can also put them on your bar, or at least you can try to. But they don't go on your bar. So you've got to keep them in your inventory or you will go without your darts and you'll be like trying to shoot and you won't be able to do it, right? All right, so I have 15 chances of getting this dino. Now, I am a big fan of battle tactics. By the way, this is the last thing we're going to do, and then I'm going to go ride my big dino, by the way. And then I'm going to hang out with my members and say hello to them. Sorry, members, if you're like, Kismet, you've been doing that for an hour, bro. I'm sorry. I want to get this little tutorial together so I can put it on YouTube for my members. For people who might want to come play ARK with us. It's not as bad, because when you first come in, it is very discouraging. This game is super discouraging because you're dying constantly. And also when you're running around not knowing what you're doing, and then the whole rest of your team is running off doing, they already know, so they ran off and they did a whole bunch of stuff while we're, what are we doing kind of thing. That is rough. But now that I have learned a little bit, I actually enjoy the game. I mean, it's beautiful, by the way, in ultra settings. It's pretty amazing. But now I'm going to search out a dino that I want to tame. Now, you'll probably want to start with some little ones, but I'm going to start with a little bit bigger one. And the first thing I do is I assess the terrain, right? Like I've got some rocks over here. There's someone had built a little thing right here that I could run around. Oh, there might be another one there, but I want to get one of these. Now, the trick to taming stuff is shoot it fast and run. Ready? Let's do it. One arrow. Now get the other arrow ready. Shoot it again. I totally missed. I missed again. Now it's rushing at me. Keep shooting it. Now run. Hold down the shift key. Run like the wind. And then I'm using it to block. Mama! Run home to Mama! Where'd he go? Now this is a really scary part when you lost your target. Oh no. This is going to happen to you. Look what happened to him. He ran out into the water. If he runs out in the water, you're screwed. So here's a great tip, and the reason why I walked over here and I did that on purpose. Don't try to tame stuff by the water unless you think you can tame it before it gets into the water. Because the second it gets into the water, now you're screwed. You're screwed. So I basically just wasted those arrows. Also, I haven't figured out yet how to stop that from wasting my arrows. Now I got 6 arrows left. So I'm going to need to kind of collect some more. So I'm going to put this away. But while you're running, by the way, is a great time when you're running from one place to another. Just hit E while you're running to collect those resources. Now it's starting to get dark, so I'm going to turn my gamma up. I hit the, normally you hit tab, but I have mine on tilt. There we go. Turn it up so you guys can see here on the stream. Because I know what it's like to watch a stream and it's just nothing but dark. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks bad. Okay, so that was a bad place to tame. So knowing your area, knowing the land in which you're trying to tame something is very vital. All right, so I'm going to try to collect some more narco berries. Right here. And I was really practicing a lot last night on how to tame stuff. And where to be, and where to stand, and how to dodge them so that they can get them. And then, of course, the ultimate was that big giant dinosaur that I had to hit like 200 times to tame that sucker. Very, very tough. Very, very tough to do. There we go. Some more narco berries. We'll make some more narcotics. Why that is making, we will go collect some more. Now, again, this is a lot of collecting. A lot of collecting, especially the narcos. So just run around, collect a whole bunch of stuff. Collect those narco berries. Narcos. Now, you're going to find really nice spots as you go along. One of the spots that my members told me was the bamboo. Is really good. And again, grab a whole bunch more. Does that weird jumping. Weird jumping! And make some more. And then you put it on you. Again, craft some more arrows. Oh, can't craft any arrows. Why can't we craft any arrows? Because I don't have any stone arrows. And I don't have any thatch to make the stone arrows. Because I put them all away into my thing. So I'll grab the stone arrows back out again that I made before. Then I can make some more arrows. Tranquilizer arrows. Craft 2 more of those. And again, just like in 7 Days to Die, always be crafting. ABC. Always be crafting. Constantly. Be crafting on yourself and also be crafting in the crafting station. And again, this search function is the greatest. That is the greatest thing right there. If you only learn one thing in my stream tonight about ARK, that is that search function. Hi, Lord Zool! Thanks for hanging out again. Been getting very focused. Hey, Frostland, what's up? Having fun here in ARK finally. I'm finally getting into it. Kismet, you know what would be cool? If you had a pet dino with you, that if you die, it picks up your bag for you. Oh, that would be Chewy. That'd be a great idea. I like that idea. Kismet, if you press the key to bash, it'll cause you to put your arrow away. Oh, thank you, King Leopold. I was trying to figure that out. That is a great tip. Kismet, you looked the dino level before you tame. Yes, I did, Cats. I did look at the level before I tried to tame it. I'm level 33, so I can tame a lot of the stuff in this area. But I really wanted to just show the fact that watch out where you're starting to tame something because it's just going to run in the water and you're going to be wasting your arrows, which is basically what I just did. And I did it on purpose. But you guys can know because I was doing it yesterday. I'm like, why do they keep running in the water? That's because they're trying to get away from you. They're trying to get away from you so that you don't tame them. So that was one of the problems with the big dino, is that big dino, I had to drag them way away from the water so they don't run into the water, and then I lose that tame. So we're going to run over here to this side, which does not have an ocean, because this is just shallow water here. And we're going to try to do it over here, which is a much better place to do it. Now, watch out along the beach here, because something's going to come along and eat my face. It's going to eat my face. So kind of assess where you're going to be taming stuff. Now, I'm going to show you a great little trick. Oh, there's another dino over there I can get. I'm going to show you a great little trick. Let me get my bow on again. Now, again, my bow may get broken in the middle of this. So I probably should collect some wood just in case my bow gets broken. So, preemptive strike, because I have actually been fighting stuff. See, look, that just broke. Now, since I have it in my bar, if I press it again when it breaks, it automatically repairs it if I have the resource. How cool is that? That's a brilliant idea. That was a brilliant idea. Again, let's get a whole bunch of wood, just in case our bow breaks. Now, I can also create another bow, is a good idea. Now, I'm purposely going to tick him off and drag him where I want him to go. Tick him off, and then run like a little girl. Come on, buddy. Now, I'm going to get the high ground while he tries to come get me. Shoot him fast. Keep firing quickly. And when he starts to run away, that's when you're almost about to tame him. Battle tactics. Down he goes. There we go. How many was that? That was about 10. All right, I'm going to bash. How do I bash? Bash. Nope. That wasn't it. I wonder if I can just hit Q to stop it. Let's try that. I'm in the middle of going, holding down the button. I hit Q. You hit Q. You hit Q to put it away. Now here he is. I got him, but I haven't tamed him yet. So what you can do is you go hit E to access his inventory, and then you go ahead and give him some food to eat. All right, but you don't want to do that first. What you want to do is let him starve a little bit. Let him starve a little bit until he gets down below 1,000. Now, again, this is not my genius. This is my members telling me this. Like Jay, like Captain Rex, and like Felnick, who was teaching me all these cool little tricks that got me started here. So, what I need to do is get some more narcos. I need to get some more narco berries. Very, very quickly, by the way. I don't want him to wake up. All right, so we're going to run around, get some narco berries. We then take the narco berries, and we put the narco berries on the mob. Now, I'm not going to tame this one. I'm just going to show you basically how I would do it. And then you can use this item to keep him tranquilized. Now, right now, you can see his unconsciousness is starting to go down. Once that reaches the bottom, and I've had this happen, when it reaches the bottom, they will wake back up again, which really sucks. And then you have to stun them again, tame and knock them out again, and then start again. So notice his unconsciousness is going down, right? So what you can do is go in and wait for his food to go down to 1,000, and then he'll tame a little bit faster. But I'm not going to do that just for the sake of it. I'm going to show you guys what happens. Now, in this game, there is a delay. Let me turn off that. Tons of sound in the background. In this game, there is a delay between when you use something and when it causes an effect. Like when I use these narco berries, it's not going to instantly do it, right? It actually will take some time to have an effect. Same thing when you're eating your food. It will take time to have an effect that you're eating enough food as well. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to access this yet again. So we're going to hit E to in the chat for some reason. And then we're going to go ahead and click on the narco berries, and we're going to remote use item. Way down over there, right there. We're going to remote use that item to basically knock this out. So we're basically going to feed him the narco berries. And then we're going to watch that bar right over here. Notice how the bar, there it goes, starting to go up. And it goes up a little bit based on how many narcos you did it. Now, to tame them, you need to give them the proper food. You either give them meat or you give them berries. In this case, this is a berry eater, so I'm going to give him berries. And then we will let it go. Now, in the base game, this takes a really, really long time. It can be up to hours or days, depending on the size of the dino you're trying to tame. Like that big Brontosaurus, I gave him like 5,000 berries, and I gave him like 2,000 narcos. So it took a long time. It literally took me like 2.5 hours to tame that giant Bronto. Right? So we could sit here and we could wait the next 20, 30 minutes, an hour, for however long it takes to do that. But I'm not going to. But that's the gist of how you do it. So once you do that, then we'll go ahead and turn the arrow back off. Bloop. Once you do that, you, of course, are ready to ride your dino. Of course, you're going to need to make yourself a saddle. What I'm going to do is run back to one of my dinos up the hill here. There's another big Bronto. Look at that giant Bronto. That took a very long time just to knock that Bronto out, by the way. It took probably about an hour to knock the big dino out, and then it took about another 2 hours or so of narcoing it and then taming it, because I don't have the high-level stuff yet. There's a high-level stuff that makes it go even faster on the taming and whatnot. But that, I did that old school. I did that basic with just narco berries and just the bow. Just this base bow and then the narco berries. I tamed that big old monster. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. All right, so let's go ahead and go back here, and I'm going to go ahead and pull out my die here. Now, what I did here is I made a saddle for my guy here, and you can go in and you search for saddle right here. You can do different saddles. A saddle for trike here. Oh, I got to level up. Movement speed. So yeah, I search for saddle, and then of course you got the different saddles. Now, of course, you can make the trike saddle, which takes hide, fibers, and wood. And then you can go ahead and put a saddle on there, and then it's riding time. Yeehaw! Let's do this. Beep, beep, beep. Dino backing up. Beep, beep, beep. Backing up that dino. Now, based on how I just showed you that I tamed them, I tamed all of these ones here, just testing out the different taming and where to be, how to stand, how to tame them and not get killed, all that kind of stuff. So all these little dinos that are hanging around here, little Patchy and that turtle and some of those other kind of loner dinos and whatnot, I basically spent a lot of time trying to learn the taming. Now, thanks to our higher level members, they've gone in and they've built this base for us to just kind of be a noobs over here. So what's so great about having a dino? Well, first you can hold down shift and it can run. Also, they've got automatic doors, which is cool. The sound seems to be way up for some reason. Turn that down a little bit. There we go. All right, so what you do is you get where you need to go, and you simply press the left mouse button. And now the dyno collects all the resources for you. The dyno can also hold way more than you're ever going to be able to hold, I guess. And then again, you just kind of walk along, use your dyno to collect a whole bunch of stuff. And that's what's cool about getting a dyno. Right? And then it's also cool just to ride around in your dyno. Now, I don't like to walk slow, and this is a really slow dyno, so I'm just pumping movement speed into them and weight right now. Because I hate walking slow. Even though I am constantly overburdened. So what's the plan right now, Kismet since Frostland? I'm playing a little bit of ARK, then I'm going to play some 7 Days to Die, and of course, Fallout 4 coming up tonight. Gonna be doing that. But I wanted to do a little bit of a guide here on getting started for people who were like me, who get frustrated. Now, what you can do is actually get off of your mount. You can hit E to get off of your mount, and then go into your inventory and see if your mount has a level up. So you're actually standing on top of it, and then you can actually access your mount. And this way you're a little bit of safe because you're on top of your mount. And then you can add to it. Now I'm adding movement speed. So I want my dyno to be fast. Fasty fast. Now of course you can also add weight to carry a lot more. But it's your dyno, you can do whatever you want. My dyno, I can do whatever I want. Now look at this. Watch how much stuff. He's getting hundreds of berries. Instead of just getting onesie-twosie berries, dude is getting hundreds of berries. Again, here's this bamboo I was talking about. My members let me know. Also knocking down the trees at the same time. I'm getting thatch, I'm getting berries, I'm getting a whole bunch of stuff. You're taking it to a whole nother level here. Very quickly in the game. Each dino has a specialty that you can collect all sorts of fun stuff with. And again, you just try to get right in the middle of it. Boom, and it does like an AoE. And now I have tons and tons of berries. I'm gonna go ahead and run back. Well, I'm gonna walk back as best I can. And I'll show you why that is so awesome. The level of the dino always plays a part in how long it will tame. That is exactly right, King Leopold. That is exactly right. Hey kids, haven't seen you in a while. That's right, Dallas Cowboy. First, I lost my PC back on December 5th, but then we got the new Mega PC right now, playing in ultra settings. Got a 1080 NVIDIA in there. Very, very nice. With 8 gigs, and it is the Founders Edition. Super awesome. So we are now playing on the Mega PC, and it is pretty fantastic. So what you can do is just walk really slow until you see the little lightning bolt, which is way up there in the upper right corner. Go up a little bit, then you hold down Shift, and you can go a little bit fast. Now, I programmed my Shift to be my run key. And again, when you get to a certain level, like my other people are, you can make these doors and make them automatic with a certain mod. So you don't have to keep opening and closing them. I love that. I wish I had that in the 7 Days to Die. Alright, so I got my dyno, and I'm back at the base. Now, I did not build this base, by the way. My team built this base. Whoop. With my big buddy. My team built this base, so I built it so it's like, you know, drive up deal here. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck! What's going on? There we go. Okay. Got a little stuck there. Trying to drive this thing. How do you drive this crazy thing? So I drive it right up next to my stuff. And then I get out. You know why? This way I don't have to lug it from out there. This way I don't have to tell it to transfer the stuff. I stand right next to the box. Stand right next to it, and I access my... Try that again. And I access it. There we go. I access the inventory. Then I grab everything off of there, which is going to make me overburdened, where I cannot even move. Watch, I can't even move. I'm pressing W. I can't even move. But I happen to be very close to my box, so I can go here to the access inventory and just tell it to transfer all that stuff in there. Just like that. Nice and easy. So I literally just collected thousands of berries using my dyno. And that is the basic. And that is the basics of starting ARK. Once you know that stuff, then it is very much a better game. It is very much not so intimidating, though you will die a lot. Your dinos, well, I call them might die because he just might die. Everybody in here might die. Now, what I have not done is I have not gone out on my big dino yet. I'm going to try him out next. But if you're interested in playing ARK a little bit, learn some of those basic techniques. Learn what's going to kill you, what's not going to kill you. If you die a lot, just roll with it, because you're going to die a whole lot. Now, one more thing I need to mention here in the very beginning is that you do need to put down a bed so that you can respawn in the same place over and over again. Right here, make sure you put a bed in your base so that you can spawn there. There's also a bedroll, but it's only a one-use bedroll. But once you put the bed down, it is a continual use, though sometimes it does have a cooldown based on if you teleported there recently. All right, so that is the basics of ARK. Now, it's time to talk to my team. And I do apologize to them because they're probably sitting there going, Kismet, talk to us, man. What's that? Yeah, man. All right. And, boom. We'll get in there and we'll say hello. What's up, Airmar? All right, let's ride some dinos. Let's ride some dinos. All right, I'm up on my dino. Let's do it. Can't go anywhere. There's dinos in my way. There's dinos in my way. Ah! Gotta move my dinos. Yep, that dino is stuck in the other dino. Okay, hold on. Now, if you have this problem, and I had this problem last night. Oh. Can't get out. Now I'm stuck. Gonna die from doing this. Well, that's not gonna work. The tail's not low. How do I make the tail go down? Go down, tail! Alright. I'm going to show you a little trick here if I can land on the dino and not die. Be prepared to die a lot. I'm going to show you a little trick. When they're stuck like that, what you do is you simply just hit T, and it's going to make that dino follow you. And you try to get him to get unstuck. Like that. And then you hit Y to tell him to stop. Now, what happened to me last night is somehow, I don't know if I did it or somebody else did it, but all the mobs were like following somebody, because it didn't say my name for following. They were following somebody, and my lightning, my flying bird, flew off somewhere, and then eventually died, which really sucks. It really sucks, horse. But I can always get another. Again, don't become too attached. All right, now we're ready. Now we're ready for some walking. There's some serious dino action here. I'm just gonna walk over the wall. I don't need to go through a door. I just walk over the wall. And we'll go over here to this kind of area. And I don't know what this collects. I don't know what it does. And I love that moment. I love that moment of, I don't know what a brontosaur does. And I'm gonna click. And pa-pow! I just got a ton of berries. I just got every berry in the area. Let's ride this baby! Oh, he's out of stamina. Alright, now he's got to level up. Let me show you the level up. Hold on. Now he's got to level up. I didn't realize this, but when you're riding your pet, turn that off. When you're riding your pet, this stuff over here on the right is actually your pet. This is your pet here. It's flashing saying, hey, this pet has a level up. The way you do your level up is you simply access the inventory. You look down. Oh, try to look down. Actually got to get out of there first. Hold down E. There we go. And you access his inventory, which will then allow you to level up whatever you want to level up. Now, you can level up his weight. Right now, he's got 1632, which is a lot. For me, movement speed. I'm going to crank a whole bunch into movement speed. Now he's level 15. Of course, if I wanted to attack stuff, I would go more melee. Depending on what you want to do with that dino. I want it to be fast, and I want it to carry a whole lot. All right, so let's get back to riding this dino. There we go. Turn sound back on. Oh, how you been, kids? I've been awesome. Hey, Dat Potato Show, what's up? Thanks for hanging out. Would be more efficient for overall speed to add stamina at that point. Exactly. Exactly. I will add stamina as well. I had a bit of run speed and then stamina next. Boom! Kabooms! If you want to collect some resources, this is the Mack truck of collecting resources. Boom, and he's leveled up again. So there we go. So as you use your dinosaur, that's how you level them up. Again, I just learned this yesterday. I'm not like I'm an expert in this game. I just like to convey it back onto the stream, what I learned, and then share it with you guys. Now what I'll do is I'll go ahead and pump a little bit into stamina. Like so. And now I can run a little bit longer. Get in here. For pow. For pow. I usually give it a 1-2 kind of thing. Yeah, such a good boy. Such a good boy. Now, let's go over here and try to collect this same stuff we were collecting with our other dinosaur and see what happens. Now, watch out. You got no other dinosaurs in your way, by the way. You don't want to attack with other dinosaurs there. Or what will happen is you'll hit those dinosaurs and they'll aggro on you. Now, we are going to reset the server, which means I'm going to lose my giant dino here. But again, don't become too attached. Look at that. Bam. Bam. Now, there's another dino over there. I got to be careful. Look at that. All right. So we collected our stuff. Let's go. I love how tiny I look. I love how tiny I am riding the dino. I'm just like so tiny. I was very proud of myself, by the way, to tame this dino. I had no clue how to play the game. I eventually learned enough to be able to make enough arrows and then tamed him old school with just the narco berries. Very fun. It took a while, though. It's not going to be like a 5 thing. It's not going to be a 5-minute thing. It takes a while. Now, again, if you do have a comment or question for me, my name is Kismet. You can put Kiz, or it's right here in my overseer's desk. You go ahead and put Kiz or Kismet in the chat. It'll highlight in red. I know you're talking directly to me. Of course, my mods should be watching very, very closely for anybody asking me any questions. And usually they'll let me know, but just in case they don't, make sure to go ahead and just throw it in there again. I do not mind. I do not mind at all. And there we go. And again, as you're walking along, shoo-shoom! Shashoom! Get those berries. We're certainly not going to be short of any berries up in here. Boom! Give me some more berries. Alright, let's get up. We got to level up. And again, access inventory. We'll go ahead and get more stamina so that I can run more often. Run for a longer period of time so you can run a bit faster. Now, the reason why I put some in speed is because if you think about all the mobs are at 100%, right? Most of the mobs are at 100%. So if you give them a little bit of extra edge, just like your character, you want to have a little bit of edge on the other mobs, right? You want to be able to move fast. Because otherwise they're going to just run into you and kill you, right? Like especially raptors who are super fast, who are going to probably kill you anyway. If you don't fight back. All right, let's get this back in the base. Walk over the wall. And there we go. Now I'm going to try to go down the tail this time. Now that it's kind of more closer to the ground. Whee! Yabba dabba doo! All right. And then we're going to go over here. We're going to aim right at the foot here. We're going to hold down E and access inventory. Look at that. We just collected 4,000 berries and a whole bunch of other stuff very, very quickly. Now, if I take all of this, I'm going to be so over encumbered that I can't move. Right? So you can take it in groups. Like instead of taking so much stuff. Oh, I couldn't even take it all with so much. All right. 2,000 narcos. I'm going to look over here at my weight. That's 340 for him, but my weight is 357, so I'm still too much. Too many berries. Like so. I wish it showed your inventory too. Weight 316. Oh. Ah, darn it. Want to do that. Inventory's too heavy. I'm having trouble. I need to eat right now. I'm going to go ahead and press Oh, that's why, because I have so many of these Tinto berries. There it is. I'm going to go ahead and press 4. Eat a whole bunch of berries. I'm stop being hungry. Now, I have 0 shortage of berries right now. I'll put that back in there. And again, what am I at now? 135. Okay, there we go. Now I can move and run down the dino tail again. All right. Yabba dabba doo. And then grab your stuff and bring it in here, and you can put it into the Dropbox. Now, with the S mod, Jang was nice to let me know that you can actually pull the resources from one of your mobs. So say you want to get the Azul berries, right? You can go ahead and get it right here from Kismet's little buddy. You can click on that and say pull, boom, and now I just transferred 4,000 from that mod. Now, that's kind of lame because what I really want to do is be able to access the inventory of that mob, click on all the things that I want to take off of it, and then click pull. That would be useful. I find it's more useful to just park my mob right next to where the thing is, and then stand in such a way where I can get the stuff off of my dino, and then turn to the container, and then drop it in the container. So if I was really going to rebuild this house, I would build a drive-through for my giant dino here, and I would just run them up along the side of the building and put my thing right next to the building, and then out the window, I would select the dino, grab everything off him, turn to my storage thing, and then drop it all into the storage thing. But I could go back and forth and back and forth. But you guys get the idea. Those are the different dinos that you can try out. Of course, Chewy's got himself a cool little raptor over here. Super fun. Super fun little raptor. He's so cute. Like, sup, buddy? I want to eat your face. All right. So that's it for ARK today. So that's getting started in ARK. That's what I've learned so far. Now, I have not gone and done all the advanced stuff. I will leave that adventure, that journey, for another day. Though I do need to put my stuff back here so stuff doesn't come in here and eat my dino, just in case it does break in. Let's go ahead and get that those pieces back again. I remember where I put them now. That's the hard part.
Oh, yay.
There you go. Remember, don't do copyrighted music. Copyrighted music, bro. All right. Chewy playing some Flintstones.
Hey,
I always know it's Chewy.
This time, let me know what creature you need me to make a saddle for, because I had to go down there twice.
No, part of the fun was you going down there and seeing it. That was part of the fun. Yeah, so I called it my little buddy, and then I told Jang, I said, hey, I got a little buddy that I tamed.
All right, well, you guys have a good night. Out here.
Take it easy, man. So, yeah. Basically, what I did is I tamed that big thing, and I was very proud of it. Of course, nobody else cares, except for me. I was very proud that I tamed that dino all by myself. Of course, those guys have been off taming big, giant stuff, and of course, they've been playing for months now. So, of course, the thrill of that moment has worn off for them. Which is a bummer, because, you know, if we'd all done it together, then we could have said, oh, great job, man, you did a great job. And again, that's the type of play I like to do, when we're all doing it together, as opposed to feeling like separated now from the rest of the team, until I get caught up with where they're at. But of course, they're playing all day, every day, and I just don't have that kind of time to do that every single day. That's just like, I got too many things going on. Do that. Whoa. There we go. Drop all that stuff in there so I'm not too heavy. And what was I going to do? Oh, I was going to put the wall back. That's what I was doing when I got distracted by the music and by my members. Where is the walls? They're in here somewhere. In here, or did I put them over here? There they are, right there. There they are. All right. Again, I will put the wall back up. Like so. I'm hitting 9. And then clicking. I hit 9 to bring the wall up because I can put it in my bar. And then I hit the left mouse, put it down. That's it. That's it for ARK today. We're going to go ahead and jump out here. Now, the funny thing is when you're logged out of ARK, where'd Crazy go? He's not there. When you're logged out of ARK, you're just like, it reminds me of Avatar. Right? Look at this. Just totally unconscious. There's Sister Wolf unconscious. It's like you're actually in your avatar when you're playing, and then you go out of it, and your consciousness is lost, and then you just, like, fall to the floor, which I think is pretty funny. Pretty funny. It reminds me very much of Avatar. Oh. Very much of the Avatar. All right. And right there. And we're going to go ahead and exit here in just a second. I'll bring my backdrop up. Backdrop. Beep. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and exit. Exit. Oh, out of there. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and switch over to some 7 Days to Die. Let me go ahead and switch around. Boop. Channels here into 7 Days to Die, or my Game Wish channel. If you do want to join us on 7 Days to Die, feel free to go ahead. We're going to get that started up. So I hope you guys did enjoy that. A little bit of a tour of the start of ARK. Again, you will feel much better once you've kind of mastered those basic skills in the game. You know what's going to kill you. You know what's not going to kill you. That you can go in and grab some hides. It's kind of that first beginner experience that is pretty rough. It's pretty rough. If we'd started the server by ourselves without having the people who were really high level, I think it would have been a much better new experience than them running off and doing a whole bunch of stuff while we're going, okay, we don't know what we're doing, and you know that kind of experience. So again, if you are leader of a team, make sure to put all your noob guys together and then your more advanced separate, so that the noob guys can get an idea of how to tame and how to get their own dinos and how to do all of that fun stuff. Now you might be like, Kismet, why don't you have no gameplay, bro? Why don't you have no gameplay? Because this way you can't see my password. That's why. That's why I don't want you to see my password. So for just a moment here, we are going to switch over. So it's going to take me just a minute here